North Carolina is packed with unique tiny home communities that blend charm, affordability, and a strong sense of community. Whether you're dreaming of mountain views or a cozy village, there's a place here that could be your perfect fit. In this video, we're exploring 5 tiny home communities in North Carolina, and there were so many I had to make a second video. This video is part of a larger series I'm doing on tiny home communities across the U.S. state by state. I have an article listing all the tiny home communities I could find. I'll link it in the description or click the QR code on the screen. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Erin, and I'm a real estate agent passionate about alternative housing because I understand what is going on in the real estate market. We need smaller options. I create content to help you learn about ADUs and tiny homes through 2 different YouTube channels. I'll link the other channel in the description. So if you're here looking to downsize, find a tiny home community, or retire tiny, you came to the right place. Let's jump into the 5 communities I want to share with you today. If you've ever dreamed of living in the mountains with a deep connection to nature and community, Acony Bell in Mills River, North Carolina might be calling your name. You've probably seen the community featured on other channels because it's really amazing. I actually had it in another video on tiny home communities for seniors. This community is spread across 50 wooded acres in the heart of the Blue Ridge Mountains. Acony Bell blends natural beauty with intentional design. It's the kind of place where life moves a little slower by design. Acony Bell was founded by John Monroe and Mark Brooks in 2018 with a vision of creating an affordable, low-impact mountain village inspired by the traditional spirit of the Appalachian living. The land was a former tomato and pepper farm, and much of it was in a floodplain. They raised the funds from friends and remediated the flood risk by elevating the land about 3.5 feet. This pet-friendly community has a total of 3 phases, and there's 96 lots throughout the community. 7 of those lots are for short-term rentals, so you can actually try on tiny before committing. The rest of the lots are reserved for long-term residents who either bring their tiny home with them or purchase one that's already set up. Full-time lots are available through a 1-year land lease, which is going to include the water, garbage, common area maintenance, and the sewer. The community is not on city utilities. It has its own community water center and a high-tech aerobic septic system. The amenities are thoughtful and very functional. There are stocked fire rings, community gardens, mountain bike trails, a chicken coop, walking paths, and a shared 100-year-old refurbished community center. They've got a grill area, laundry, and a dog park. At Acony Bell, you're going to find 2 to 3 miles of walking trails, a bubbling creek that runs right through the community. During the warmer months, you can actually jump right in and cool off. They've got edible landscaping, and there's quiet privacy between the homes. They all have a backdrop of forested hills. The homes are actually angled, so they have some visual variety. And you may even hear the saying, "Keep it cute, don't be a jerk." They allow for decks and sheds, so you can really get set up for long-term living. What sets Acony Bell apart is its mix of privacy and social connection. The homes are tucked into the trees, yet the shared spaces invite residents to garden together, walk the trails, or just gather around the fire in the evenings. This community is a dark sky community, which I absolutely love. So you can actually see the stars at night instead of being blinded by a bunch of artificial light. The community is located just minutes from Brevard, about 22 miles from Asheville. It's close to the Asheville Regional Airport, so the community is perfectly situated for convenience without sacrificing serenity. Not to mention world-class hiking, fly fishing, trout fishing, and biking just minutes away near Asheville. So whether you're drawn to the mountain lifestyle, looking for a simpler way to live, Acony Bell offers one of the most grounded and beautiful experiences in the country. Our next community is Simple Life in Flat Rock, North Carolina. Simple Life began its journey in 2017, marking the start of a mission to offer high-quality, thoughtfully designed housing in welcoming neighborhoods. The community is about 15 minutes from downtown Hendersonville and about 35 minutes from Asheville. Simple Life operates 3 adjacent communities in Flat Rock: the Hamlet, the Village, and the Meadows. Simple Life provides high-quality small homes in lifestyle-focused settings. This enables residents to carry less and live more. This pet-friendly community is committed to innovation and sustainability. Residents have access to private amenities designed exclusively for the Simple Life neighborhoods, including community pools, fitness centers, walking trails, and dog parks. They also have lots of planned events like book clubs, crafting, yoga, bocce ball. They've got cornhole, knitting circles, card and game nights, and also a regular lunch club. Residents even take part in Yard of the Month contests, celebrating creativity and pride in their outdoor spaces. The philosophy behind Simple Life is rooted in the power of simplifying. Residents are encouraged to downsize without sacrificing comfort and enjoy more outdoor spaces. The hamlet and the village are the communities where residents own their homes and lease the land, and this makes it ideal for those who want a more permanent lifestyle. Now, in contrast, the Meadows, which is right next door, is geared toward residents with tiny towables, an RV, or a fifth wheel, so it offers flexibility for people who may be a little bit more mobile or prefer extended stays without a long-term commitment. You've got access to all the Simple Life amenities and to be able to participate in those community events. The Meadows carries forward the Simple Life philosophy with a flexible yet stylish approach to tiny home living. So it's perfect for those who want to try on tiny in a scenic, well-maintained setting. One thing I noticed when I was researching Simple Life was if you scroll through their social media pages, you're going to find tons of photos and videos of just residents laughing, connecting, and truly enjoying life together. So it's proof that community spirit is alive and well there. So together, the hamlet, the village, and the Meadows provide a range of options for tiny home living in Flat Rock, from permanent cottage-style homes to flexible sites for RVs and towables, all within one thoughtfully designed community landscape. Our next community is not an official long-term stay community, but I wanted to include it because it's a fun way to try on tiny. The River and Twine is located in Tar River on the historic Rocky Mount Mills campus in North Carolina, and it opened in 2019. This community is known as the largest tiny house hotel in the world. It features over 20 uniquely designed boutique homes arranged like a secret village behind the historic mill buildings. Now, fun fact, every home at River and Twine is named after a North Carolina river, so that just adds to the local flair when you stay there. This community blends cozy charm and vibrant surroundings. It offers a stylish retreat that's just 1 mile from downtown Rocky Mount, so it's easy to enjoy both nature and modern amenities. Every tiny home has its own personality and is thoughtfully designed and includes everything you'd expect from a well-appointed hotel room. So you've got cozy beddings, fresh towels, a kitchenette, a dining space, and a full-size bathroom. Inside, you're going to find record players, hand-curated vinyl collections, and board games. The outdoor areas have camp chairs, fire pits, and the ever-relaxing option of a hammock to unwind in. It's the kind of warm retreat that creatives and wanderers just can't resist. Guests at River and Twine don't just get a place to sleep, they get an adventure. So whether you're in town for a few days or a few months, River and Twine offers a stylish, flexible way to experience tiny living in a vibrant, walkable setting. The short stroll from River and Twine leads you right to the cafes, the brew pubs, restaurants. They've got art installations and greenways just weaving through the mill campus. So it's really perfect for cultural wandering or just slow morning walks. They've got fun places like Hopfly, the Tipsy Tomato, and of course, the Goat Island Bottle Shop. You also don't want to miss the fun events at the Mill campus with live music and trivia nights. So whether you're looking for a one-night escape or a longer stay, River and Twine offers both, letting you test out the tiny home lifestyle without jumping in permanently. Our next community is tucked away on 30 acres of protected land in Haw River, North Carolina. Cranmore Meadows is more than just a tiny home community. It's an experiment in living simply, sustainably, and intentionally. Cranmore Meadows is crafted for real, full-time living. You can move in with your tiny home and stay long-term on one of their rental lots or ease into the lifestyle through a 6 to 12-month tiny home on wheels rental. With full hookups, shared amenities, and a thoughtful layout designed for everyday living, it's a genuine residential community, not just a vacation retreat. It all started when Nathan and Callie, a couple who envisioned creating a place that blends the off-grid style living with a deep sense of connection to land and neighbors. From the beginning, the goal was to create a tiny home village that prioritized community, ecology, and self-sufficiency. without having to sacrifice comfort or charm. The land itself is just a gem. It is surrounded on 3 sides by the Haw River. It includes open meadows, it's got thick forest, it's got a peaceful creek, and a pond. The property is divided into 3 meadows, and each are laid out to feel natural and spacious, while still encouraging that connection. So it's private without being isolating, and social without feeling cramped. Cranmore Meadows is now fully established with 13 lots, and they are full. They also have no plans to put additional lots or develop new phases. So perhaps you can snag a spot if someone moves out. The lot rent covers essentials like water, septic, trash, and recycling, road maintenance, and use of all the common areas. So whether you're invested in a full-time homestead or just want to put down roots somewhere intentional, this makes it a real long-term option. Nathan and Callie run the place with what they call affectionately benevolent dictatorship. So it's not lawless, but it's also not rigid. Residents are invited to bring forward ideas. These are going to be discussed in their monthly meetings. So whether you're drawn to the tranquility of the meadows, the hands-on community spirit, or the idea of living closer to nature, Cranmore Meadows offers something rare, a place that feels both rooted and free. This is tiny home living done differently and with heart. Our last community really stands apart from the rest. Earthaven Ecovillage was founded in 1994. It's one of the most well-established intentional communities in the U.S., and it's doing tiny living in a completely off-grid, sustainable way. It's also located on 329 acres of forested mountain land near Black Mountain in North Carolina, which is about 45 minutes southeast of Asheville. It's a unique community, more than just a place to live. It's a long-running experiment in ecological living, land stewardship, and social resilience. The land features 7 creeks, a mix of forest and meadow, and a layout that spans 3 valleys. The homes here are built using natural materials like straw bale, cob, timber frame, or even earth ships. And rather than plug into traditional utilities, Earthaven generates its own off-grid energy through solar power and a micro hydroelectric generator fed by its streams. Community life is guided by permaculture principles, which means everything is interconnected. There are edible and medicinal gardens throughout the village, and the animals are not just raised for food, they're part of the ecosystem. Chickens and goats help with fertilizer, weed control, and composting the food scraps, making them vital to the overall cycle of sustainability. The property is home to 75 adults and 25 children, with the long-term vision of housing up to 150 people. The residents live in 12 distinct neighborhoods, each with its own flair, from tiny homes to shared co-ops and handcrafted natural dwellings. It's a vibrant mix of people, ages, and skills. The community runs on a modified consensus model, and the decisions are made through a structured council and regular meeting setup. Now, there's a reason Earthaven has lasted this long. It is built on shared values, communication, and a deep respect for the land. One of the most powerful aspects is the social cohesion. So during times of disruption, like climate-related disasters, a tight-knit community like this one is more likely to share resources, caregiving, transportation, which is going to help buffer the impacts and recover faster. Visitors can join guided tours, they can stay in guest cabins, or take workshops through the School of Integrated Living, which offers immersive experiences in permaculture, sustainability, and community living. Earthaven also keeps the cost low by offering a variety of rental types, so they've got private rooms all the way to small off-grid cabins, which includes utilities. So you can actually try before you commit and make Earthaven an accessible option for those looking to explore sustainable, affordable housing. While it's not a typical tiny home subdivision, Earthaven is a powerful example of how small footprint living can be regenerative, resilient, and deeply connected to nature. So if you're drawn to the idea of living off-grid and being part of a working ecological village, Earthaven Ecovillage offers a truly different kind of tiny home experience, rooted in the land, supported by the community, and built to last. So to wrap it up, you've got 5 tiny home community options in North Carolina. Which of these stood out to you? Let me know in the comments. And stay tuned, part 2 is coming with even more North Carolina tiny home communities you don't want to miss. I hoped you learned something from today's video. If you want to help support my mission to advocate for tiny homes and ADUs, give the video a like, share it with a friend. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on some exciting communities we have planned. If you have any thoughts, leave those in the comments. If you've got a tiny home story to share, I've got a way to get in touch with me in the description. If you want more tips, resources, and real-world stories, check out rearon.com and check out the next video that I picked just for you, and I'll see you next time.